Go ahead and get started. I'm going to take a breath here. I put through two spoons of food in my mouth, so hopefully that'll carry me over. Oh, it's been a day. Let me find my clicker. Here it is. Okay. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Phyllis Wellborn. I am a benefits specialist, a senior benefits specialist here at headquarters. And so we want to do a review, an overview of your benefits. And this presentation is good from if you're a brand new federal employee, if you're mid-career, or if you're getting ready to go out the door. Benefits always applies to you. So you're always thinking about your benefits throughout your career. Again, as a new employee and as a future retiree, you want to understand your benefits, because when you are coming on board, you're making decisions for maybe you, if you're not married, or you and your family, for health insurance, for life insurance. Then you're in mid-career and you're thinking about, well, I need to look at that life insurance, and I better talk about TSP. And then you're getting ready to go out the door. Well, you've got to make decisions. We're going to review all of this with you today. We're going to give you a lot of information, and I don't expect you to remember it all. But what I do want you to remember, what we're going to talk about today is the federal retirement system, credible service, civilian and military deposit, types of retirement, annuity computations, survivor benefits, federal benefits, designation of beneficiary forms. Let me put this right here in the middle. Death of employee benefits, and the retirement application process. Also, we're going to be talking about the EPP. That's not on here. Oh, I think we got the wrong. Okay. EPP, and then retirement links. So if you don't remember anything else that I tell you today, remember this page here, because this is our divisional assignments, and you can see who services what divisions. So John Christie, he is the unit chief for pay and compensation and employee benefits. Right now, the chief of the benefits unit, that has recently been filled, and my new boss is going to be Chad Kelly. And I think he comes on board May the 28th. So Valerie Hobson, myself, Catricia Lewis, Teresa Morris, we are all the senior benefits specialists. And then we have Laverne Woodfork. Now Laverne, bless her heart, she has worked so hard to help get all of this together, and she's the kind of glue, she's the glue that holds our unit together. So I don't know what we would do without Laverne. So if you send anything to headquarters, you want to send it to the 8701 Morissette Drive Avenue. Our main line is the 353-7861. Now I'm in the office each morning at 6:30. So if you are an early bird and you get in and you need to talk to someone about your benefits, then you can give me a call. But if your benefit specialist is not available, any one of the other specialists will be able to assist you. Okay? Yes?
The classic Quantico about retirement, is that...
Teresa, use the...
Is that still... Is the retirement classic Quantico, is that available to us? And if I took it 5 years ago... Can I take it again now?
If you took it 5 years ago, I don't know if you can take it again. Nope, you cannot. One time. Okay. There, she's got the mic. Okay. But the classes at Quantico are still ongoing. And if you want to attend a retirement seminar at Quantico and you have not attended a seminar and you're within 5 years of retirement, then you can contact Jessica Fidler, F-I-D-L-E-R. She is in Global, and she will send you the application to attend the retirement seminar. The seminar itself is really good. It's a really good class, but the last presentation, the last day, the last presentation, that person who does that presentation is phenomenal. She knows her stuff, and her name is Phyllis Wellborn. So I see you're paying attention. Okay, I want to make sure you were paying attention. Okay, but still, that's a good class if you are within 5 years and you have not taken it before. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is the federal retirement system. Do I have any CSRS or offset in here? Okay, we've got some. Okay, so there's 5 retirement plans, also known as retirement coverage. You have CSRS, CSRS offset, straight FERS, FERS Ray, and FERS Fray. Now the retirement coverage depends on your date of hire or the date of rehire. These are the percentage points that you pay into your retirement. You can see that straight CSRS pays 7%, offset pays, and straight FERS pays 0.8%. The FERS Ray 3.1% and FERS Fray 4.1%. This is one thing that you want to make sure. If you look on your SF50 block number 30, you want to make sure that you are in the right retirement code. So if you are a straight Csrs, your retirement code should be 1. If you are offset, it should be C. If you are straight FERS, a K. If you are FERS Ray, then it is K. FERS Fray, what is K? KF? No, what's FERS Fray?
KF.
KF?
Yes.
Okay, and then FERS Ray is KR? KR. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're in the right retirement system. Now, when we do an audit for you, if you've had an estimate done, this is one of the things that we are going to verify is your retirement coverage, because the last thing you want to do is to get ready to retire and we find out you're in the wrong retirement system. Okay. This is for, do I have any law enforcement officers in here? Any law enforcement? Okay. So you can see that for law enforcement, if you're CSRS, you're paying 7.5%, offset 1.3%, FERS 1.3%. Everybody pays, except for CSRS, pays into Social Security 6.2%, Medicare 1.45%, and you can see that for 2019, the TSP max is IRS limit is $19,000, and we'll talk about that further down. Okay. Credible service. So what is credible service? All federal service is credible for leave purposes, but not all federal service is credible for retirement. So when we talk about deposit service, you may have worked for the federal government, took out a refund of your retirement deductions, then you decided to return to federal service. That is called redeposit service. When you took a refund of your retirement deductions, you return to federal service, you want to make a redeposit for that service. And it also, your interest accrues on whenever the date of that refunded check. This is something else that we will look for whenever, and we'll ask you about when we're doing an estimate. Deposit service could be temporary service. It could be indefinite service. Deposit service is when you were not paying into a retirement system. So when you first came on board, maybe back in the 80s, and your clearance had not gone through, you may have been put into a temporary appointment, not paying not paying into your retirement. So that would be deposit service. It's also non-deduction service, meaning you weren't paying into a retirement. It is considered, you will receive credit for leave purposes, but unless you make a deposit for your temporary service, you will not receive credit in your computation. CSRS refunded service. If you had refunded service prior to March the 1st of 1991, that service is used to determine your eligibility, and it's also used in your retirement computation. But the retirement, if you don't pay the deposit, then it's going to be there's an actuarial reduction if it is not paid, and that is a permanent reduction. If you have service on or after, refunded service on or after March of 91, that service is it's used to determine your retirement eligibility. But if you don't make the deposit or the redeposit, then that service will not be used in your computation. So these are things you need to look at, and whether, again, no matter where you're at in your career, you want to make sure that if you are a deposit or a deposit service, that you contact your benefit specialist, and we can help you make those, send that information to OPM. Okay. CSRS deposit service, it's non-deduction service performed prior to 10/1/82. It's fully credible for retirement eligibility and computation purposes. If the deposit is not made, then your annuity is permanently reduced by 10% of the amount due annually. So this is something that you need to discuss with your benefit specialist if this applies to you. Deposit service after September the 30th, 1982. It's credible for retirement eligibility, but if a deposit is not paid, that service is not used in your computation. FERS refunded service. It's used to determine your retirement eligibility, and if you do not make a redeposit for that service, you are not going to receive credit in your computation. So there's a difference. That's the difference between the FERS refunded service and CSRS. FERS, you must make that redeposit in order to get credit in your monthly in your computation.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
You're right. Just to be clear, when you're talking about refunded service, can you give a definition? I'm not exactly sure. Exactly
refunded service is, we'll say for FERS. FERS refunded service is whenever you were a federal employee, you were paying into your retirement, and now you just can't work for the government anymore, okay? So you decide to resign, and you pull all of that money out of your retirement fund. Now you come back, well, you know, the government wasn't so bad. You return to federal service. Now you owe a redeposit for that refund you received.
Contributions to your retirement.
Your contributions to your retirement, yes. Any other questions? Okay. Non-deduction service performed after January the 1st, 1989 is credible for retirement and computation, but only if you make a deposit. Non-deduction service after January the 1st, this is very important, after January the 1st, 1989, that deposit is not allowed and the service is not credible for retirement eligibility or computation. So if you were on a temporary appointment, you may have been in school or whatever, after January the 1st, 1989, you were not paying into a retirement, then that service is not credible for eligibility, meaning towards your service history, or is it credible for, and you cannot make a deposit. So this is, if this applies to you, you want to make sure that you get this taken care of right away. Any questions? Potentially credible service, anybody have military? Any military? Okay, so what you want to do, potential credible service, it could be the military. It's got to be under honorable active duty, Title 10, and you can see the Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard. What you want to pay close attention to, the National Guard, if it's under Title 10, but National Guard Title 32 is not credible, and you cannot make a deposit for it, nor will it be credible for service credit. You want to, if you have Title 32 or National Guard service prior to your first, prior to your first federal appointment, that is not credible service. If you have active duty that interrupts your federal service, you must make a deposit for that service in order to gain credit. You're not buying extra time, you're just paying into the retirement while you were on a leave without pay. For CSRS, if you were first hired after 10/1/92, there's a catch 62. If the deposit is not paid and you're eligible for Social Security, the annuity will be recalculated at age 62, but without the military service. That's if the deposit's not paid. If you're not eligible for Social Security, the annuity will not be recalculated. FERS and all first hired after September the 30th, 82, you must make a deposit to gain credit for retirement. Now, you may receive credit for leave purposes, but you are not going to gain credit for retirement unless you make a deposit. Now, if you are a FERS employee and you are retired military, You can make a deposit for that military service, but you must waive 90 days prior to your retirement. You must waive that military retired pay and then make a deposit. I don't have a lot of folks, and I don't know about the others, but I myself, I don't have a lot of folks that waive their military retired pay. We can do a computation for you both ways to help you make a sound decision, but it's up to you. Now, if you're retired military, then you can receive credit if you were in, for leave purposes only, if you were in a campaign, but that time has to be certified by DFAS, the DFAS, Val? Yeah, it has to be certified by the branch in which you served. Okay. These are deposits due for military service. You can see the interest rate for 2001 on up to present. If you're a Csrs and you need to make a deposit for your military, that's 7%. That's based on your estimate of earnings. If you are FERS, it's 3% based on your estimate of earnings. So if you have not paid your military deposit, please contact your benefit specialist. Let us, we can request your estimate of earnings, do a calculation for you on how much of a deposit you owe plus interest for you to gain credit for that time. So these are all different ways that, especially FERS employees, to gain credit for service. Now, anytime a FERS employee can make a deposit to gain credit, you want to do so. But there's a little caveat to that. If we do a calculation for you, then you may owe a whole lot more interest than you do the actual deposit. So that would really depend up to you whether you want to pay that amount of money or not. So, but that's something that you can work with your benefit specialist on. Military deposit factors, you get it's 2 years interest free from from your first federal appointment or whenever you return to duty. The interest rate for this year, 2019, is 2.75%. If your deposit is not paid by the beginning of that third year, then you're going to start accruing interest. So, and that interest is based on the unpaid balance, not the whole balance. So this is something that we can work with you on. Credible service, you cannot receive service in your first retirement computation unless you make a deposit. And it really is if you're receiving retired pay, unless you were awarded it's due to a service-connected disability or you are retired reservist. Now, if you're a retired reservist, you do not have to waive your military retired pay, but you do have to make a deposit for that active duty time. Okay. If you want to make a military deposit, you want to request an RI 2097. That's an estimate of earnings, and that will let us know. That's what your deposit will be based on, is your estimate of earnings. We need a DD 214. It must be under state under honorable condition. That is a OPM requirement. Once you receive those two documents, then you want to submit to our unit the the estimate of earnings, the DD 214, and if you're CSRS, the 2803, or FERS, the 3108. That's the application to make a service credit payment. So military deposits must be paid in full to the agency prior to retirement. So if you're going to retire sometime this year and you owe a deposit for your military, you want to start that process right away. You do not want to wait a month or two before you retire. Go ahead, get it out of the way, and that's something less stress that you have to worry about when you do get ready to retire. Any questions so far?
For military service time, where does that appear on any of the form? I got the letter, I made the deposit, I got the letter, but it doesn't appear like the annual statement of earning.
It's going to as far as your retirement SCD should have changed. It did? Okay, so that's letting you know that that you've been given credit in retirement for your military. Okay, you should receive a paid in full receipt. You can go into your EOPF and there should be a paid in full receipt in there, your DD-214 and your estimate of earnings. Okay, if you do not have a paid in full receipt, then you need to contact your benefit specialist and we can request one. Okay. Retirement eligibility. To retire under CSRS, you must have 5 years of civilian service. You must meet the 1 out of 2 rule, and that is to meet the minimum age and service criteria, and you must be under CSRS. For FERS, you can retire with 5 years of civilian service. You must be covered under FERS and meet your minimum retirement age. Now, your minimum retirement age, if you're not sure what that is, then you can go and to page, in your handbook, everybody should have a handbook. You can look on, I'm going to have it up here. Okay, I'll show you in a minute. For CSRS, you can retire at age 55 with 30 years of service, age 60 with 20, or age 62 with 5 years of service. For FERS, for voluntary retirement, you can retire on your MRA plus 10 and on your minimum retirement age, and that's 55 through 57, and it depends on your birth year. So if you look at, if you look on page 18, that tells you it gives you a list of your birth year and your minimum retirement age. Or if you're age 60 and have 20 years of service, or age 62 with 5. Now, that early, optional, or involuntary, you have to be age 50 with 20 years, or age 50 with 25. Now, we get asked all the time, is there an early out? Does DEA offer an early out? I've been with DEA for 13 years, and I've never heard of an early out. I've heard of other agencies offering it, but not DEA. And right now, there is not one. Now, you can retire on if you meet your minimum retirement age, 55 through 57, and have 10 years of service. You can retire if you meet the 5-year rule for health insurance and for life insurance. You can go ahead and retire, but there's a but. Your annuity will be reduced 5% for every year you were under age 62. And folks, FERS employees cannot afford a 5% each year reduction. It's just because we pay so little into our retirement. But that's an option that you have if you want to retire. And here's what I was looking for. So if you were born between 53 to 64, your minimum retirement age is 56. And so my minimum retirement age is 56. So I have the years, but right now for me, I don't have the age. But if I wanted to, if I just can't stand working anymore and I just can't stand working for John, he didn't hear me. He's a good boss. And I want to retire. Actually, I have the age, but I don't have. I have the years, but I don't have the age. So you have to look at. This gives you the birth year and your minimum retirement age. So this will help you decide what you want to do. Okay. Now, if you meet your minimum retirement age and you have 10 years of service, and you want to retire, but you want to avoid that 5% penalty, you can postpone your retirement, and that will also make you eligible if you meet the 5-year rule for health and life insurance. That can be reinstated once you apply for benefits. So there are options if you don't meet the if you meet the MRA, but you have only 10 years of service, there are options for you. Otherwise, you have to meet the age and years of service in order to retire on an unreduced annuity. Okay. Deferred retirement, if you had at least 5 years of credible service, civilian service at age 62, had at least 10 years of credible service at your MRA, you're still going to pay that 5% penalty, but you are not going to be eligible to continue your health or life insurance. So that's the big difference between a deferred retirement and a postponed. The postponed retirement, you would be, if you meet the 5-year rule, you would be eligible to continue your health and life insurance. If you go out on a deferred retirement, you would not. So if this is something you're thinking about, really speak to your benefit specialist so we can explain this to you so you understand when you do make that decision that you know how your benefits are going to be affected. For law enforcement, age 50 with 20 years of service. You could be age 25 with, or age 25, let's see, with 20 years of service, or any age with 25 years of service. And then there's a mandatory retirement at age 57 with 20 years of service. So if you are age 57 and you have not met that 20 years, then you can work until you meet that 20-year rule. Now, if you meet the 20-year rules and you're 57, you can work until the last day of the month in which you turn 57. Now, if you want to apply for an exemption to mandatory retirement, you can do so, and you will want to contact John Christie for that information. Any questions on requirements, eligibility requirements? Okay. Now, if you you have worked your whole career and then now something happens and you may have had an accident, or you may have gotten sick and you may have to apply for disability, that is an option for employees if they need to apply for. If you're just not able to do efficient work in the position that you occupy, or for service in a vacant position at the same grade, same pay level, and in the same commuting area, you can apply for disability. Now, what you can do is, if there is an issue, call our office, speak to your benefit specialist, and we can explain the disability requirements. It is a lengthy process. It does take time, and it just, what's so bad about it is that in order to get all of the medical documentation, it falls on the employee. So not only are you not feeling good, now you have to fight with the doctors to get all the documentation, you know, and get all of this together and make sure that you submit a package to your benefit specialist. It does take time for OPM to make a decision. Sometimes it could be 9 months to a year, depending on their backlog. That's just to decide whether, yes, this is a disability application. Then it could take another 3+ months for them to really finalize the whole case. So work with us. We'll work with you to help you through the process, but we just want to make sure that you get the right information. Okay, for first disability, you can retire at any age with 18 months of credible civilian service. But the formula, the first 12 months, your annuity is based at 60% times your high 3 minus 100% of Social Security disability benefits. When you apply for a disability retirement, you must also apply to Social Security. 9 times out of 10, if you are still working whenever you apply for Social Security disability, you're going to be denied. So once everything is approved, then reapply to Social Security, and you know, then they will determine whether to approve you or not. So the second year, your annuity's computed at 40% times your high 3 minus 60% of your Social Security disability. So we can do an estimate for you, a disability estimate, and give you an idea of what your monthly annuity would be looks like. Okay. It is for first disability at age 62. It is recomputed as though you had continued to working until age 62. The earned annuity, if you're 62 or older or eligible for optional retirement, you will receive an earned annuity, and that's based on if you had continued to work. And then deposits and redeposits, we had talked about that. Those are irrelevant up until age 62. Now, for law enforcement officers, we can do a same thing. We can do a computation for law enforcement. Any questions? Okay.
He said the battery.
Oh, he changed them.
He did change.
Yeah. Do you want this?
I'll just hold it.
Okay.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Hey. Hey, if I can wake up after lunch, come on now. And we're nervous doing this presentation. Give us a little. All right. Annuity computation. I get the best part, right? Yes. I get the best part. Everybody wants to know how much money they're going to get into retirement. All right. What two things do we need to base your retirement for annuity computation? It's on the slide. Years of service and high 3. Years of service and high 3. Sick leave is only used for computation, not for eligibility, but it will be used in your computation. Who I know when FERS was able to start using 100% of their sick leave? Janet does. Anyone else? Anyone else remember 2014? Anyone know what people did before 2014 FERS employer? How many hours of sick leave did they have when they retired? Zero. They were using it up. So that is one rule that changed. When you say never say never, I never thought it would happen, but it did. The rule changed where FERS are now able to use their sick leave into their computation. The high 3 average salary, the 3 highest consecutive years of earnings. See that magic word there, earnings? Same as salary. Your salary, your earnings, and your salary. It's not, you can't pick from when you were in California and then DC, but you may have had some time also in, let's just say, Mississippi, where it's low income. It's still 3 consecutive years. It can't be all 3 of those places, but it has to be 3 consecutive years. Unused sick leave, we just talked about that a little bit. We get 100% now, Csrs and FERS employee. It's based on a 2087-hour chart. If you turn to page 37 in your lovely handbook there, gives you a nice little view of your sick leave computation. And we're going to go with that. How to use the sick leave chart. If your hours are not on the sick leave chart, you go to the next highest number. That will be what you will use. In this example here, this is the chart, the magic chart. We're going to skip to our example. In this example here, this person had 1,136 hours. That equates to 6 months and 16 days. Well, your annuity is based on full years and full months. Days are not used in the annuity computation. So if the person is just looking at their sick leave, what do they think they can do with those 16 days? They can take off. That's what they're thinking, but they want to be very careful with those days because your days are added to your service time. In this example here, the person has 31 years, 9 months, and 19 days. See how that 19 and 16 can make another month? They would have used those 16 days. They would have lost a month of service in their annuity computation. So when you add the 2 together here, in this case, it comes out to 32 years, 4 months, and 5 days. Remember, your annuity is going to be based on your full years and months, right? So those 5 days will be dropped off. Most of us, 5 days equal to 40 hours, 8 hours a day. 8 times 5 is 40. 40 hours. So go look at your chart and look at 40 hours. That falls under 7 days. So you want to think of hours and not the actual days. You want to kind of utilize the sick leave chart. We cannot advise on how many sick leave hours you can use. But what we can do is let you know how many sick leave hours you need to have so many years and so many months. Yes, ma'am.
So what chart are you looking at that has the hours on it?
This chart,
This
it's
one?
page 37.
Yeah, this is it. So you got 5 days. That's 5 days is 29. I mean,
This is days and that's,
Yeah.
wait. This is what's
days
confusing.
and hours.
Any other questions on the sick leave? Sick leave is for when? When you're sick. It's for when you're sick. That's what sick leave is for. Now, if you just don't feel like coming to work anymore that day, is that a sick leave day? Can be, but sick leave doesn't need to be approved by your supervisor. So, you may have a little policy. Any questions on the sick leave? Oh, can you hear me in the mic? Am I still on? No. Well, we have to turn it on.
Batteries might be dead. Is that what you're
Okay.
talking about?
Yes. Okay, is that better? All right. That's not, and I do that every year, but I learned how to fix it. We have a question.
For the total hours of sick leave that's going to be used for that computation, would you, like if you go retire at the end of this year, would you use the projected, and you're not planning to use any sick leave for the rest of the year, would you use the projected that's on, I don't know if it's on the NFC statement we get, I think, has the projected sick leave?
It does? Oh, I don't know. But they say it does, but you can also see what pay period you're in, and I would just do the math and how many more pay periods you have to go.
Do it mechanical?
Yeah,
Oh,
do
okay.
it by hand.
Okay.
Do it by hand. EPP, he said there's a calculator enough for leave about how many more hours that you can earn. Yes, yes. Now, also with that chart, it shows 2,087 hours. You can have more than 2,087 hours of sick leave. No matter how many hours of sick leave you have at the time of retirement, that will be used in your annuity computation. Oh, I gave you two things. So the average salary, the high three, is what's called in the average salaries. Your regular pay, locality pay, premium pay for a law enforcement officer only. So it's your regular pay, locality pay. What's not included is your bonus, overtime, and base differential. Your high three is high 3 years of consecutive service. For an example, most of us our high three will be our last 3 years. So for an example, a person retires September 30th, 2019. Their last 3 years were their high three. It's going to pick up every salary that this person made from October 1st, 2016 to September 30th, 2019. It may be 5 different pays. It's going to be weighted and averaged out for your average high three salary. A lot of employee wants to wait until after the pay adjustment process in January. And they say they're going to retire January 31st. Will that new salary make a big impact in their high three? No? Because it's going to be weighted just for those days that they were in that particular salary. But by them going out January 31st, what have they done? The use or lose. They had to use all their leave prior to the, yes. So that's just some things to think about. Can you retire any date that you're eligible? Of course you can. Of course you can. But you just want to think about the best date for you that fits when you're deciding on your date of retirement. The computation part, this is the money part. In your base annuity, this is something that you're going to receive until you pass away. So CSRS employees, they receive 1.5% of the first 5 years of their high three. The 5 to 10 years, they're going to receive 1.75%. Then anything remaining over that is going to be 2% of their high three. CSRS employees, they do have a maximum amount they can earn. Who knows that number? Every CSRS employee knows it. 80%. CSRS FERS employees will never make it to 80%. We have to work 80 years. Well, CSRS employees, it is 80%. You do have a maximum. Can you have more than 80%? Can you have more than 80% in your annuity?
Yes, you
The
can.
gentleman here said yes. And the reason would be?
Because you got all that sick leave.
Sick leave. Sick leave is what can take you over the 80%. But your years of service, the 41 years and 11 months, that will stop at 80%. Okay? And if you go over the 80%, The money that you contribute after that, you're going to have option of what you would like to do to it. You can receive a lump sum payment of it, or you can do a voluntary contribution. She has a question.
Hold on, so the folks can hear you. We're live streaming this, folks.
What happens if you still got your 80% and you have borrowed leave and you may want to retire? How do you pay this? How do you get your sick leave or get rid of it because you can't pay it back? You can't buy it back, rather.
Your sick leave?
Right.
Or you're going to have a debt for your sick leave unless you go out on disability or debt. So you have to pay for it.
How do you pay for it if they say you can't buy it back?
They're going to send you a debt letter where they actually send you how much you owe for that sick leave that you were paid.
Is there a way to figure it out?
Yes, ma'am. It is. And we can talk offline on that.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yes, you said that there were two options after you go over the 41 years and 11 months. One was a lump sum payment, and what was the other option?
A voluntary contribution. A voluntary contribution, or you can actually roll it over into an IRA. But if you go out there on opm.gov, just type in excess contribution, they give you the options. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, if you have reached the high three and it starts to level off, it stays the same amount?
If you have reached the high three, when it starts off, does it level off? I think the question, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you were in D.C. and you have your high three and then you move to Mississippi, is that what you're asking me? So your high three in D.C. is frozen?
No, let's say that if you're like a 15 step 7 or 8 or whatever, the salary levels off and stays the same.
Okay, can you repeat that, please?
Yes, of course. If you are, let's say, a 15 step 7 and your salary reaches a plateau and stays the same for the next 2 steps, in terms of the computation, the high 3, is that the amount that will be used?
It's possible. It's possible. If we never get another increase and you stayed at the same 15.7 and you stayed at the same salary for 3 years, it's possible. I don't know if you all remember 2000, I want to say 2008 to 2011, we didn't get a pay increase. So employees that retired 2011, their high 3 was their salary for the same 3 years. It's possible, but highly unlikely now that hopefully that won't happen. That we'll be in the same pay for 3 years. Okay. Any other question? Now we're going to go to first employee. This is non-agent first employee. 1% of your high 3 times your years of service. First employee is very easy for me. If you have 20 years of service, you get 20% of your high 3. If you have 30 years of service, you get 30% of your high 3. Then there's a caveat. If you're age 62 or older with at least 20 years of service, you get 1.1% of your high 3. So an employee that is age 62 with 15 years of service, which formula would that he fall under? The 1%? The 1%. Must have at least 20 years to get that 1.1% in age 62 or older. Okay, and a nice little handy dandy chart is in our handbook, page 101. Can someone verify that for me, please? Yes. You say yes? Page 101. It just gives you your years of service. Remember, full years and the months are prorated when you're determining your annuity. What is an annuity? What's an annuity? Retirement check, how long will you receive it? For your life. It's a monthly check that you'll receive for until you pass away. That is your annuity. For law enforcement, we do still have a few CSRS employees, law enforcement here as well. We have 2.5% of the first 3 times the high 3, and then 2% of the high 3 times any years of service over 20 years of service. Now, first, law enforcement is 1.7% of the first 20 years times their high 3, which is right off the bat is, remember when Phyllis said you need to have at least 20 years to be eligible for law enforcement retirement? So right off the bat, they should be getting 34%. Then for each additional year, they'll get 1%. Military service does not count towards the law enforcement service, only when they're paying into the special retirement system, unless the military service interrupted civilian service. Okay, CSRS offset employees, we had a lot of hands in here with CSRS and CSRS offset. CSRS offset employees, if they retire prior to the age of 62, they're going to receive the same benefits as a CSRS employee until age 62. At age 62, it's going to be recomputed on how much they receive from Social Security or how many years they have in the Social Security. CSRS is a standalone retirement system. First, it's a 3-tier retirement system, right? What's the tiers? What's the 3 legs?
Social Security.
Social Security,
TSP.
TSP, and your FERS. Those are 3 things. So which one do we have control over? So what should we be doing? TSP. Doing the best we can in TSP, yes. Okay, this is that lovely hand chart that's also in your handbook, page 101. FERS Annuity Supplement. FERS employee may be eligible for the FERS Annuity Supplement. Must have at least 1 year under FERS retirement system. Can be age 60 with 20 years of service or age 55 or their minimum retirement age with at least 30 years of service. They're eligible for a supplement. Sometimes people call it the Social Security bridge. I do call it a cushion until you can reach age 62. That's when you're eligible for Social Security. But Social Security does not have anything to do with the supplement. It's administered through the Office of Personnel Management. If you're eligible for it, you're going to receive it in the same check that you receive your annuity. And no one called me out on it. One class of employees that's eligible for the supplement, law enforcement officers. When they retire, they're eligible for that FERS Annuity Supplement. It is earnings tested. It's going to automatically start. Once you retire, there's no special paperwork you need to complete if you meet eligibility for it, but it will stop at age 62. What happens at age 62? Eligible for what? Do you have to start receiving Social Security in order for it to stop? It's going to automatically stop it at age 62. For an example, my birthday is in August. And if I'm receiving the FERS Annuity Supplement, we were always paid a month behind. So that month that I received, August check, 1st of August, would be for the month of July. That would be my last check with the FERS Annuity Supplement. Clear as mud? All right. The supplement is not subject to COLAs. It is an earnings test, but this year, if you earn over $17,040, it is earnings test. It will be reduced $1 for every $2 that you go over that amount. And that amount starts after you retire. Each year, OPM is going to come in January. Ask you, did you earn over a certain amount? You'll say yes or no. If you say no, you didn't earn over that amount, because that amount will change. If you say no, there's no deduction in your annuity. But if you say yes, that reduction will start in July of the same year. What's not subject to the earnings test is severance pay, pensions, savings, and investments or not. It really only includes wages and self-employment. Now, quick down dirty computation for your FERS Annuity Supplement. Your years of service divided by 40 times the amount you'll receive at age 62. Everybody have their Social Security statement? Years of service divided by 40 times the amount you receive at age 62. When it's not paid, a disability retirement, if you're over the age of 62, a deferred or postponed retirement, or the MRA plus 10, subject to the 5% reduction. It's not paid in those counts. So is your annuity permanent? We said yes, right? You receive that monthly amount. The first computation of 1%, or for CSRS, 2.5%, 2%. That's 1.5, 1.75. That is permanent. But the first annuity supplement, is it permanent? It will go away. But we have the Social Security. Annuity commencement date. This is when it's very important to speak with your specialist, because you may be speaking with your neighbor, and that date that your neighbor has may not be a good date for you. So CSRS employees, if they retire the first, second, or third day of the month, their annuity is effective. Effective. You're not receiving any money yet, but it is effective the very next day. Any other date of retirement, the annuity is effective the first day of the following month. For an example, Bill retires January 15th because that's his birthday. He's a CSRS employee. His annuity will be effective February 1st. He speak with his counselor, and she said, well, maybe you want to go January 3rd. That's a very good day for a CSRS employee. The annuity will be effective January 4th. First employees, no matter what date you decide to retire, your annuity will be effective the first day of the following month. So it is, most of the time, it's best for first employees to go out close to the last day of the month. Now, if you turn to page 97, I hope, yes, sir.
When there's going to be so many people retiring, it may become effective the next month, but how long will it be before we can even get our first paycheck?
We're going to go over that later, but remember, right now we're talking about yes, but we're talking about effective date. So turn to page 98, page 98 in your handbook. So what you can do, and we have these charts out there on the website as well. You can retire any date that you meet eligibility. Any date that you meet eligibility in the retirement. You can retire in the middle of a pay period. You can retire in the middle of the week. If you retire on a work day, it's a work day. If you retire on the weekend, it's not a work day, it's not a work day. You must work 80 hours in order to receive, accrue annual leave or sick leave. You must work 80 hours in order to receive annual leave or sick leave. So most people say, well, then I'll just retire at the end of a pay period. Let's look at June 22nd or June 23rd, one of those days, the end of the pay period. Pay period 12. Right? So if you retire pay period 12, that day, CSRS or first employee, they will receive, they will accrue annual and sick leave for pay period 12. But what if they retire June 30th? Now if they retire June 22nd, their annuity will be effective July 1st. But if they retire June 30th, when is their annuity effective? July 1st. Will they receive annual leave, accrue annual leave or sick leave for pay period 13? But will they accrue annual leave or sick leave for pay period 12? So what are they losing by going to June 30th? I'm sorry? Between the date of June 22nd and June 30th, they're actually earning more days in pay. They're not losing anything because they have the same amount. They've already accrued that leave for pay period 12. I'm sorry? They're not losing anything. They're working more days in order to get more money into their check. Now, things will still be taken out of your check, so you want to take that into consideration. But either date, June 22nd or June 30th, the effective date will be July 1st. And it's effective date.
Is that for CSRS?
That's for CSRS as well. But CSRS, they might want to just go to July 3rd. And there'll be some more days. And their effective date is when? The 4th.
Okay, I don't see where you're getting this July 1st date from on this chart.
It's not in the chart, it's just within the dates. It's within the, it's,
I've always heard that if you're a CSRS, you're supposed to go out the third day of the following month. So if it's December 31st, your retirement date is gonna be the third day of January.
Well, one of the first three, like.
yes, one of the first three. You just want to look at the calendar. Right now what we're doing is looking at the calendar. Now in your point here, let's look at the end of the year. Everybody wants to go at the end of the year, right?
Yep.
Everybody wants to go at the end of the year. So CSRS employee, if they go January 3rd, 2020, for pay period 26, they're going to earn their annual leave and their sick leave. And their annuity is going to be effective January 4th. January 4th. A FERS employee, they go January 3rd.
No.
If they go January 3rd, 2020, when is their annuity effective? February.
Otherwise, it's the next month.
It's the next month, February. So December 31st will be a more advantageous date. But again, you can retire any date that you meet eligibility requirement. So, okay. Yes, we have a question. They want you to wait on the mic.
Suppose you retired, January 3rd of this year and you take the last week off. Do you still get your accruals? You take annual leave, but you already have the annual leave.
And you're a CSRS employee?
Yes.
Yes, but you have to get approval from your supervisor.
Suppose you get prior approval, you know, for the
Yes.
holiday, and you take the holiday off the last week of December through
Okay.
the 3rd. Do you still get your accruals?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as you use leave,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, as long as you're using leave, yes. Any other questions? We have a question in the back. In the middle back.
Is a CSRS offset employee the same as one that's FERS with a CSRS component?
No. CSRS offset is a person that's actually coded most likely C. That means when they came back, they had a break in service. That's a CSRS offset. Now, a person with a FERS component, that's a person that chose, a person with a CSRS component is a person that chose FERS. So now their rules fall under FERS when it comes to picking up an effective date. Part of their annuity will be computed on the CSRS rules. Then part of their annuity is going to be computed on the FERS rule. But the date, all of that information is going to fall under the FERS rule. Okay? Laverne, we have a question here. Right here.
For FER employees, if you don't work 80 hours, I mean, you get paid those days, and law enforcement, you get paid the, what is that? The
Availability pay.
availability pay. But you just don't get the sick leave or annual leave.
If you do not work the 80 hours, that's correct. You will not accrue sick leave or annual leave. That is correct. For any employee. Any employee if you do not work the 80 hours. Okay, we moving on from... Oh, okay.
My concern is regarding the supplement. The supplement has been in the budget lately. So as long as I retire in September of this year, I'll get the supplement. But if I decide to wait till December and the supplement is removed from the budget, would that affect me? Would that affect me, or is it effective January of the next year?
I can't answer that question. I can't even answer if you retire in September if you will receive it. It depends on how the law is written, when it's written, and what's in the law as what dates that you will no longer be subject to it.
And I just want to say, in the law, they would normally give the effective date.
Yes.
Yeah, so even though the rule came out in September, it won't be effective, I'm just giving an example, until 1 January.
Okay, any other questions? Very good questions. Okay, mandatory CSRS employees, the first day after separation. For FERS, it's always the first day of the following month. Disability, the first day after the last day in pay status, and involuntary retirement is also the first day after separation. Okay, we're moving on to survivor benefit. Survivor benefit, remember you have your annuity. That's your annuity until you pass away. Now you get to make some decision about a survivor benefit. Survivor benefit doesn't necessarily always have to be your spouse. Most of the time we're just thinking spouse, and we probably should keep that in mind. Spouse is for your spouse, but you can also do an insurable interest. That insurable interest can cost you up to 40%, depending upon the difference in the age between you and the person you choose. Now this survivor election, what will it do? It will provide your spouse or an insurable interest are payable after your death for their lifetime. So CSRS employees, they have options for survivor annuity. Their options are, if they choose the maximum amount, that would be 55% of their annuity, and the cost will vary. And we're going to go over cost in a few minutes here. Well, we probably just go over costs here. Yep. There we go. CSRS for annuity reduced by 2.5% of the first $3,600 plus 10% amount of anything over $3,600. As I say, the full amount is 55%. You can choose anywhere from 55% all the way down to $22 of your annuity. Most people choose that $22 because by choosing that, you must choose some type of survivor annuity in order for your spouse to continue health insurance after you pass away. That's for CSRS and FERS. But you must choose some type of survivor annuity in order for your spouse to continue health insurance after you pass away. You must also have family plan. For FERS employee, we have the option of full, which is 50% of your annuity. It'll cost 10% of your annuity. You can do a partial, which is 25% of your annuity. It will cost 5%, or you can do none at all. And survivor annuity, it is a personal choice. A lot of people want to have a guilt trip saying, I have to leave my spouse something. Well, this is something you need to discuss with your spouse. Not Valerie, but discuss it with your spouse. I have a lot of employees ask me, Valerie, what should I do? So this is something you want to discuss with your spouse as whether you're going to do a survivor annuity. If you elect anything less than the max for CSRS or FERS employee, your spouse must consent. You just can't bring anything in with a signature. It also has to be notarized. So your spouse must consent and the form has to be notarized. If you have children under the age of 18, of children that are full-time students under the age of 22, there's no additional election. They will be automatically covered if something were to happen to you. If you just have to get married after you retire, you just have to do it. You're going to have an opportunity to elect a survivor benefit. You do not have to after you retire, but you will have that opportunity up to 18 months after the date of marriage to elect a survivor benefit. If your spouse predeceased you, you want to contact the Office of Personnel Management, and then your annuity will be made full if your spouse predeceased you.
Question. Oh, Val, here. Okay, so if I'm retired. Now, somebody asked me this. So I'm retired, and I've been retired 10 years, and now I fall in love and get married, and I want to leave the survivor benefit. Do I pay, how far back do I have to pay those survivor benefits?
What was the question again?
I've been retired 10 years, and I decide to get married, and I elect survivor benefits, so within the 2 years. So do I pay do my survivor benefits start at that 2 years, or I go all the way back to when I retired?
9 months from the date of marriage. From 9 months from the date of marriage is when it'll start.
So it's retro?
In that case, because the person remember they have the 18 years to apply for it after the date of marriage? 18 months. 18 months. Yeah, 18 months. 18 months after they apply for it. So they're only eligible, you have to be married for 9 months. So they start the payment 9 months after you were married. It will be effective 9 months after you're married. Any other questions? And no trick questions. Who has a question?
That's a good question.
We have a question in the back, Laverne.
In response to survivor benefits, is it just for your spouse and children under the age of 22?
You can do an insurable interest if someone is dependent upon you financially, but the cost, and you have to show that you're in good medical condition to do that insurable interest. But if the person is 20 years younger than you, it will cost 30% of your annuity. If the person is 30 or more years, it will cost 40% of your annuity. So it can be very costly for someone other than your spouse. I did have a gentleman today, he called and he said, I don't think my estimate is right. My wife is 12 years younger than I am. It doesn't matter about your spouse, the age of your spouse. It matters about the age of someone else you choose. Of course, I call them a sugar daddy, but.
I have one more question.
Yes.
In response, in retirement, say, like for example, I only have one child. In the event that I pass away, who gets the retirement money? Is it just dead like I am, or does it go to her?
Well, Teresa, if you don't mind me stepping on your territory, I can go ahead. You sure? All right. So, and we're going to discuss this a little bit later, but that's a very good question. Because we all see how much we paid into the retirement system. Most of CSRS probably don't see all of theirs because it was merged. But we pay a certain amount of money into the retirement system. That money has nothing to do with our annuity. But what it does affect is the taxes. We have to pay taxes on it again. And also it affects what your beneficiary may be entitled to. So for an example, I paid $50,000 into the retirement system. OPM only pays me 2 months of annuity. And I'm going to be bold and say they paid me $10,000. That ain't happening because I'm first. But anyway, and I'd pass away after 2 months. So I got $40,000 left, right? So someone's entitled to that money if I don't have a spouse and left a survivor benefit. So your son or your daughter, if they're the beneficiary, they will receive that $40,000. Now, I paid the $50,000. I live till I'm 120. OPM has paid me $200,000. No one's going to be entitled to any money because I have pulled out everything that I paid into the retirement system. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, cost of living increase. CSRS and law enforcement officer, you start receiving the cost of living increase immediately. Well, not immediately, but after you retire, be on the roll December 1st, it'll be prorated. The first year will be prorated. Have to be on OPM's roll for December 1st. So for an example, if you retire in July, so you've been on the OPM roll for 5 months, you'll receive 5/12 of the cost of living increase. Then the following years, you'll receive the full amount. Now that is for CSRS employees. It's paid January 1st. For first non-agents, all first employees, you're going to receive up to 2% for the full CPI. 2 to 3%, you'll receive 2% of it. 3% or more, you'll receive CPI -1. For non-law enforcement officer first employees, we will not receive a cost of living increase until we reach the age of 62. As I said before, my birthday's in August. Any gifts you all want to send me, just go right ahead. I'll take them in May. But my birthday's in August, so if I retire, I reach age 62 in August. I've been on OPM roll from August to December, so I'll receive one that year, December, but it'll be in January check. Okay. Okay, is this mine? Yes. Annuity reduction and deduction. What will come out of your annuity? Survivor benefit. If it's an early retirement, the MRA plus 10, For CSRS employees, if they had unpaid service deposit or unpaid redeposit, if you have any debt owed to the government, not the sick leave. The question was asked about the sick leave. This won't fall under there. That's going to fall somewhere else. Okay. Your basic annuity may be subject to one of the following deductions: federal taxes, health insurance premium, life insurance premium, court order payments, garnishment. We already the dental and vision, long-term care. Very important here. I want to do an arrow. State taxes. So state taxes is going to vary upon what state you live in, whether your state is taxable or not. I want to say page 107. We do have a nice little cheat sheet in our book.
Yes.
Yes, I'm on a ball today. So 107, you can take a look at what state taxes annuity, how they tax this annuity. You're going to have the option of, I think someone else is discussing that, so I'm going to move on. But voluntary allotments. Yes, ma'am. Wait on the mic.
I've been confused about this, but just to be sure. So if your CSRS offset, the pension offset and the elimination windfall, that only affects your Social Security. It doesn't affect your annuity as far as a reduction goes. Is that right?
No, it will affect your annuity, and if you're offset, your annuity will be reduced, and also your Social Security may be reduced.
Both of them will be reduced.
Both of them, maybe.
Maybe.
It depends on the computation. If you got a lot of years on the offset, both of them will be. Yes, sir.
Huh.
Can I use that for a second? Thank you, dear. If I end up moving to North Carolina, after I retire, now do I contact OPM so I won't be paying the estate taxes, or do I contact the state I'm moving to, or what?
You contact OPM.
OPM?
If you're paying taxes prior to moving to North Carolina,
Yeah.
you can contact OPM to stop the state taxes from coming out.
Oh, they can? Okay.
Yes, they
Thank you.
can stop. You're going to also be able to do it online. We have a couple of slides on that as well. So what's not on this chart, you don't see Social Security. So if you're not working anymore, you're not paying into Social Security. No TSP, no Medicare. It's not coming out of your annuity. Federal benefits. Any questions on the other slide there? Okay. All right. You all are hanging tight with me. Afternoon classes are normally pretty, drowsy, but you all pretty alert. I'm perking up a little bit. Life insurance. Remember those personal choices? Every situation is different. You have to take into consideration when you're making choices about your life insurance, if you have life insurance, health insurance, dental vision, every choice is a personal choice. Your neighbor, you all may even have the same exact annuity. The money may be the same. Your salary's been the same. Your year's the same. You may have the same exact annuity. But your situation's different. So you have to make some choices based on your personal choice. Yours and your family. Now, life insurance. If you have life insurance, the federal employee group life insurance, you've had it for 5 years, you can continue it into retirement for 5 years or your first opportunity to enroll. The first opportunity to enroll is going to fall under disabilities only. So, must have had it for 5 years. There will be a form with your retirement application for the life insurance. You're going to make some choices if you've had it and wish to continue to retirement. You can check no, but you want to take a look. Now, this is just an example. This is just an example. You can plug your own salary into a calculator that's on the OPM website. It's a Fagley calculator. Plug your own salary in there and you can play around with your life insurance. But this is just an example. This employee, the salary, not the annuity, the salary was $51,400. It's rounded up to the next thousand, then $2,000 is added. So the basic amount of insurance is $54,000. In this example, We are going to have the choice of 75% reduction, 50% reduction, or no reduction. If this person chooses 75% reduction at time of retirement, before age 65, the cost is going to be $17.55 a month. The coverage will be $54,000 until age 65. At age 65, there will no longer be any premiums, and the coverage will gradually reduce until it reaches a final value of $13,500. It's a final value of 1/4 of the original value. So you take your salary, you divide it by 4 after you do the other math there. Choose 50% reduction. The cost is going to be $52.11. At age 65 or older, the cost will go down a little bit. The coverage will gradually reduce until it reaches 50% of the original value. No reduction is just that. The cost in this example is $122.31. Age 65 the cost is going to go down, but the coverage will stay at $54,000. So, an example here, a person retires at age 50. No matter what option they choose, at age 50 to age 65, they have the same amount of coverage. Life insurance is for who? It's not for you. it's for the living. Life insurance is for your survivors, so you'll make a decision based on your personal situation about how much life insurance you would like to take into retirement and to continue. So when I always say in this example here, the $54,000, that $13,500, is that enough to bury me with? They'll be all right. So if you have option A, an additional $10,000 of coverage, it depends upon your age, what the cost will be at age 65. It will automatically, the premiums will go away, and the survivor will receive $2,500, 1/4 of the original value. After age 65, no more premiums. It will gradually reduce to $2,500. Must have had it for 5 years. Must take basic into retirement. Option B is times your pay. Option B is times your pay. You can have 1 to 5 multiples of your option B if you've had that for 5 years. You can decrease your life insurance at any time as an employee or as a retiree. You can decrease your life insurance. You can increase your life insurance as an employee only during open season, qualifying life event, or you had the medical. You can never increase your life insurance into retirement. You can never increase your life insurance into retirement. Option B is the cost here, and this is still the same example. See the difference in the cost between age 50 through 54 to age 55 and 59? It doubles. 60 through 64, it doubles again. Just keeps getting higher with the age. You know why, right? As we get older, we're closer. We are. We are. So, but you're going to have options of life insurance at the time of retirement. You can do full reduction or no reduction. If you do full reduction at age 65, you're no longer paying the premiums. The coverage will eventually end after 50 months. The coverage goes away. If you choose no reduction, you continue to pay premiums and you continue to have coverage. Option C is for eligible family member or spouse or child under the age of 22 or a child incapable of self-support. It depends on the multiples you have. You continue them into retirement. The cost is based on your age. You still have the same choices as option B. You can do a full reduction or no reduction. Full reduction at age 65, you no longer pay any premiums, but the coverage will eventually end after 50 months. No reduction, the coverage and the cost continues. So what this tells me, if a person retires at age 65 or older, they can, if they elect full reduction and 75% reduction, they can take their life insurance into retirement only with no charge. Any questions on life insurance? Yes.
Okay, let's say I put life insurance for my family member who's a child, okay? I pass away and now she's, I don't know, 28 years old, I'm just throwing a number, okay? She's not, she's a child right now. But I live a certain time frame, then I pass away. And we've been carrying this life insurance with her even after I have retired. Is this still carried or what?
Up to age 22 is the only time you should have family coverage and a spouse.
Oh, after 22, then
Unless you have
they're
a
not
spouse.
covered?
They're not covered after age 22.
Let's have a spouse, okay.
A spouse, if you have a spouse and or children, that's the only time you should really have option C. You have an eligible family member.
Okay.
Okay.
The other question is, when I went outside and got a whole bunch of life insurance, a lot cheaper. It took me a while, and then they just went up in the government. So I kept my life insurance with the government. I'm just paying the basic. But something I was told that, hey, Tom, that works about $5,000 for every 5 years you work. So if you work 30 years, it's worth up like $30,000. Is that true?
No. No, it doesn't have anything to do with your years of service, just your salary.
Oh, it's just, okay.
It's only the salary.
It was one or the other. So if you have 130,000, you get $5,000 a year. It's 5,000, maybe 25,000. Is that what they're looking at?
No.
I'm just talking. Let's say if I have a salary of 130,000 or whatever.
Okay.
I'm throwing that window.
So if your salary is 130,000, it's based on your salary what your life insurance coverage is. So it's your salary, so 130,000 plus to the next 1,000, 131 plus 2 is 133. So right now, if you were to pass away, someone would receive $133,000.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
Yes. Yes.
My question is, can you opt out of FEGLI and go to another source of life insurance?
Yes, you can drop FEGLI. We do have a lot of employees that do not have life insurance with the federal government. The only thing I advise will say is, before you get other insurance, you want to ask a lot of questions. Is this going to cover me after I reach age 80? Because the FEGLI is going to cover you until, long as you're paying, you're going to be covered. So it's like he said, he went out and he found something cheaper. If you can find something cheaper, then you just make the decision. It's a personal choice whether you have that life insurance or not.
Well, never giving up.
The basic, I wouldn't, but
Give up the basic, right.
yeah.
It doesn't cost much.
If you had that basic, it just seems to be feasible just to keep it until age 65 and then let it drop down.
Okay,
Yes.
so if you retire after 65, you're not paying any more on it?
If you elect the 75% reduction and the full reductions if you have options. Now, if you elect the 50% reduction, you'll continue to pay. But if you elect the 75% reduction, it will be free for you after age 65.
How long will it last?
It's going to last. Now, the coverage is going to start decreasing until it reaches a fourth of the value. So just say your salary is $100,000. So the lowest your beneficiary will receive is $25,000. No matter if you pass away at 120, the lowest they will receive is a fourth of the original value.
Okay, because most of the time you get the insurance and then you double it or triple it, but then when you retire, they were saying it goes down to 1,000 or something, right?
Well, not 1,000.
I mean,
yeah, it'll be a fourth of the original value. But remember, you're not paying any premiums anymore after age 65.
Okay.
That's when it's going to start reducing, when you're no longer paying.
Matter if you're working or not still?
It doesn't matter if you're working or not, because you will continue to pay as long as you work. It's just a retirement you're no longer paying. Health insurance. Life insurance had a good point. People go outside, they get life insurance. Keep the basic. Don't keep the basic, that's fine. If you have FEHB, you need to keep FEHB. There's not a better plan out there. I didn't hear anybody say, yes, ma'am, amen. Health insurance, there's no additional forms you will need to complete at the time of retirement. If you're eligible, it's just going to automatically roll over into your retirement. In order to carry it into your retirement, you must retire on an immediate retirement, must have had it for 5 years. 5 years can be if you had Tricare. That would be me. Right now, I have Tricare. I don't have FEHB. So I have Tricare now. The year before I retired, my plan, we all know how that works out when you're playing something, right? My plan is to enroll in FEHB, the open season, prior to the year I retire. Just as long as I've had FEHB for 1 day, because I've had Tricare for all of those years, I will be eligible to carry FEHB into retirement. Now, FEHB, as a retiree, you have the same benefits as an employee, except for 2 things. As a retiree, if you ever cancel, we're going to talk about suspension later, but if you ever cancel your health insurance, you can never re-enroll. Even during the open season. If you ever cancel your health insurance, you can never re-enroll. The second thing is right now, you do not pay taxes on your premium. As a retiree, you will pay taxes on your premiums. The LEOs, they're going to have a tax deductible of $3,000 that they can use. They will be able to use that. But those are the 2 things that are different. The things that are the same is you're going to have the same open season. You can change your plan during the open season. You have, if you have a qualifying life event, you can change your plan with the qualifying life event. The 5 years does not have to be the same coverage. It does not have to be Blue Cross Blue Shield. It doesn't have to be family coverage. As long as you've been enrolled in FEHB for 5 years, you can continue into retirement. And we discussed that. Now for Tricare, remember I have Tricare. Remember that this is why I would enroll prior to retiring. I can suspend my FEHB because I'm enrolled. Now if I'm not enrolled, I can't even carry it into retirement. But if I have Tricare, I can suspend my FEHB. I can put it to the side, don't pay any premiums, and just use my Tricare. Something were to happen to the Tricare, or I get mad with the Tricare, which I get mad all the time, so that ain't going to be no big deal. But I can go back to FEHB during the open season. That's suspending it for Tricare. Every year, same thing, we have open season. If you've been in the government for more than 5 years, you should see all those emails comes in for open season. Who all read those emails come in for open season? Read those emails, read those announcements. Because what we had this year, we had a lot of carriers to kind of drop out. And when did the employee find out the carrier dropped out? You know, they don't care anything about not paying. They think they're getting over. But when they had to have a doctor's appointment, they found out they didn't have health insurance. But read those broadcasts, see what's going on. Every year there's open season. Every year the contractor can change the cost of the premiums. The premiums. Will they? 10%. And some are not as drastic as other, but some can be very costly. So you just want to be careful with the open season. Make sure it meets yours and your family need financially and for medical reasons. So you want to see those because you can change plans. And you know it's an open season coming around the block. If you have a question. Are we doing okay?
Could you describe, please, what happens when you become Medicare eligible and you have both your FEHB and Medicare?
Sure. When you become Medicare eligible at age 65, if you are an employee, at age 65, everyone should enroll in Part A. She was here this morning, right?
Yes.
Part A is free. Can we beat free? No. Free is all free. Part A is free. So whether you're working or not, everyone at age 65 should enroll in Part A. Part B. Part B, if you're still working employee, just make the decision if you want to enroll or not. It's a premium. If you are retired, you still have the choice, unless you have Tricare for life like me. I have to enroll in Medicare Part B. It is not mandatory that federal employees enroll in Medicare Part B. But as she said earlier this morning, I'm pretty sure she said it, if you wait and you're a separated employee and you wait to enroll in Part B, you're going to pay more for the premiums. As an employee, if you have Medicare and FEHB, as an employee, your FEHB will be your primary and your Medicare will be your secondary. As a retiree, it switches. Medicare will be your primary and FEHB will be your secondary. It is a personal choice whether to have both, but most people say if you do have both, it's less out-of-pocket expensive, but you also want to look at that additional premium. And I said earlier about FEHB is the best plan. We all agree with that, right? We all agree with FEHB is the best plan? Yes, it is. But remember, when we're going into retirement, what's going to happen to us?
We get old and fall apart.
So if we only going to the doctor now twice a year, how many times we going to go after we retire most likely? So you just want to take that into consideration when you're making your choice whether to get Part B or not. But so you want to look at the rates and things. Did that answer your question, kind of, sort of?
I guess one up on that is you can change plans. You can go to the cheapest FEHB once it becomes so.
Yeah, you can. You can change plan during open season, yes. Oh, and you can change plan also one time after you're eligible for Medicare. That's a QLE.
Did you say earlier that our FEHB premiums are taxable when we retire?
Yes.
Oh, my.
They're taxable, but you're going to pay the same amount. You're just going to pay monthly instead of bi-weekly.
You might just give me one, leave it there. Hey, you have a self-only, and if we have an option, you either have two self-onlys or either one self-plus, which would be the best one to go with then?
Very good question, because I'm taking he's married to a federal employee. The question was, should he have two self-only or self-plus one? I haven't seen a case where two self-only was the best route to go, but you can just do the math. You go out there and do the math. But I have seen the case where a family is cheaper than a self-plus one. I have seen that. I saw that. So the premiums are out there on OPM website, so you just want to take a look at the premiums because it varies for different carriers.
You can save yourself a whole lot of money because I'll use myself for an example. It's just my husband and I. He's a retired federal employee. I was carrying the health insurance, and I was paying like $352 a pay period for family coverage. Well, a year before he retired, he went to self-only. I went to self-only, and my health insurance premium went from $352 a pay period down to $52 a pay period. So you can save yourself a whole lot of money if it's two federal employees and there's just the two of you. Then you can save yourself a lot of money, and each one of you go to self-only. Now, if you have, if there's a family member involved, then you have to decide, if you, the working spouse, it'd be better to keep the family coverage because of premium conversion.
Yeah, but I highly recommend, I think he had a question, I highly recommend checking out there on OPM, checking the rates for each different ones. Yeah.
Yeah, just a kind of a trivia question. Sometimes it's been unclear by some folks in where I work. When does FEHB actually start to start on the 5 years? Is it when they start taking it out of your pay, or because sometimes there's a little bit of a lag, a month or so. So when does it actually start?
It's the effective date of the FEHB. So even though it may come out of the check late, right, there's still a effective date on your 2809 or.
Okay, so if a person wanted to determine when their start date was, how would they determine that?
They can check with us. We'll be able to let them know what their effective date of their FEHB was.
Beautiful.
And
Thank
if you've been with the same carrier, and the carrier can also tell you, but we have access to it as well. Who been in their EOPF?
All the time.
Wait, well, that's where you should have a form in there. It should be good, yeah. But keep, oh, okay. But we can turn. So you can compare plans on the OPM website. Just go out there and play around with it during the open season. Did I say change your plan during open season? But look at your plan, review your plan, make sure your plans work. Flexible spending account, you can no longer participate in flexible spending account into retirement. The main reason we have this information on you in this presentation is because when you separate, when you retire, your flexible spending account will stop the day that you retire. So you want to be careful that you use all of your allotted money that you said you're going to use or that you paid into the system prior to separating into the flexible spending account. We have flexible spending account in here. You love it? Works well. I just thought it was going to be just too much paperwork, but the people say it's just smooth sailing. It's a good plan. So if you're going to stay an employee this year, same open season, second Monday in November to the second Monday in December, if you're interested in the flexible spending account. Dental and vision, there's no 5-year requirement for the dental and vision. We pay the full amount. We just pay a cheap amount because we're in a big pool. But you can actually enroll in dental and vision as a retiree. But you can't, it will go over to OPM. Anyone had a child to reach age 22 lately? No? They send you a letter like this. The child is no longer eligible at age 22. They take them off. And they manage that account so they are able to put you in the appropriate thing.
I want to go back to the flexible spending account. I thought I was told.
That's my weakness.
That.
Go ahead. That's why I
So like this coming year, if you were planning to retire, say like January 3rd of 2020, and you take out a flexible spending account in November.
Okay.
And you take it out, say, like for the full amount, which I think is $2,500 now.
I think so.
If you use up that whole $2,500 before you retire, then you're no longer getting paychecks for the payment to be coming out of. You're not responsible for those; they just go away.
That's correct. So you're saying like, cause if you're applying for it in November, but keep in mind though, it's going to be effective January 1st. So you just have those few little days to use it. So yes. No. She no.
If you're going to retire later in 2020, you had time.
Yes. Yes. Or kind of like January or February, really early part. Yes, and you use it all up. Okay. All right. We said this about FedVIP, right? Dental and vision. Long-term care, we had long-term care participant representative here, I'm sure. Went over all the long-term care information. You can apply it anytime. Your spouse can apply as a retiree, if you're a retiree or an employee. Your parents and adult children can apply only if you are an employee. You can apply at any time, but they're going to make the decision based on the applicant's medical condition and age. So, and we all know if you enrolled in it earlier, the cheaper it would be. You enroll in it later, the higher it's going to be. But it's one of those things where if you're like I am, you live long enough, you just see too much. Yeah, you see it. TSP. TSP is excellent saving for CSRS employees. Excellent supplement to your standalone nice little retirement. Excellent. Very good to have TSP. Nothing wrong with having something extra, is it? TSP is that. First employee is one of our legs. We will fall down, stumble over if we don't participate in this TSP like we should. We'll roll down that hill. So TSP for first employee is very important. 2019 annual limit is $19,000. You just want to be careful if you're doing TSP, if you're going to work the full year, that you spread out that. If you're doing up to $19,000, you spread it out so you can receive that agency matching. Because if you don't, it's going to be suspended. We have a lot of employees that they reach the match in October. So guess what happened the rest of to December? And another thing, broadcasts. We send those broadcasts out. I only had a few little hands to raise. They said, okay, I read the broadcast. We send the broadcast out. Catch up. Catch up is our biggest issue. Because what do you have to do with catch up? Reset it every year. We actually give you the pay period in which to enroll in it. Had some people call and say, I enrolled in pay period 24 and I don't see my TSP for 2019. That's because you enrolled in it too early. So just go out there to EPP. Who uses?
The reason is you guys, your chart made a mistake.
No, it's not a mistake. It's just a payday thing. Read the broadcast.
No, what I'm saying is last year,
Yeah.
there was a mistake in the chart. Then you guys corrected it.
Well, corrections are always good. We got some information from National Finance Center that you'll be receiving your pay early. Did you not like that pay coming early? Did you not like getting paid December 31st? All right then. So we made that. Yeah. So we made that adjustment to our announcement that you're going to be receiving an extra paycheck in 2018. So you need to do the adjustments. Yes, we did. We made the correction. We came through. We adapted.
Is there any advantage to spreading those contributions to TSP out through the year as opposed to, if you're in a position, pay them all up front?
For first employee, did you all hear that wonderful question?
No, I'm CSRS.
Well, then it doesn't matter with you. We're done. For CSRS, it does not matter. And the reason why? No matching. No matching. First employee, matching. You want to have it spread it out if you're going to be on the rolls. So, but for catch up, no matching for catch up. When do you need to make the enrollment? You can make it anytime, but every year you need to re-enroll into the catch up. It does not roll over like your other benefits. Every year.
Can I clarify one thing? The catch-up ability, you only pop up for you when you get that.
H.
Otherwise, they can't do, like some people before they can't see it.
Nope. They can't see it because they're not eligible for it until the year that they reach age 50. So a person is 49, they're going to reach age 50 this December, they should be able to make their catch-up election.
That's another, I haven't used the ketchup, but I'm thinking about it.
Thinking about it.
Well, let me think. I have other stuff I have to put money.
Okay.
You know, I diversified, okay?
All right.
But the ketchup, if, is this, can you make it like a one-time payment within the year, or do you have to have it come out of 26 pay periods?
The catch-up, because it's not agency matching, you can make it $6,000 one time.
Okay.
If you,
That's all I want to know.
yeah. But he's all right. He already tells me he has money. He's good. He can do that. He can do that. But he's all right. But you just want to make sure whatever you put in there for TSP, catch up, or TSP, that you actually bring that amount home. Where do you make the election for TSP, for catch up, or the elections? EPP. Everybody hear that? EPP. Where do you make the election for TSP? EPP. What if you want to make allocation, change the funds? Where would you go to do that? All right. That's good. For the allocation or changing the funds, you could just go to TSP. Oh, there's our lovely little website slide there. So after you leave federal service, another TSP representative was here, but this is what happens with DEA. We're good. We're good. TSP. Once we separate you, they're going to receive a separation code. Normally it takes about 30 to 45 days after you separate. They're going to send you a nice little letter. You can call them probably once you receive your lump sum annual leave payment. You really can call them because that means you're separated. But you can call them, see if they have the code, and see if you want to withdraw your money right away. You can leave your money into the account. You'll be able to do all these other things. Receive a single payment, monthly payment, partial payment, purchase an annuity. Did he go over the changes for 2019 that's going to happen in September? Okay, great. So there will be some changes where you can actually start receiving more than one single payment. The main thing here, it must begin to receive TSP funds by April 1st of the year following the year you are 70 and a half. Have a lot of employees that say they don't want to do this. They want to leave the money in, leave it for the grandkids or whatever like that. But after 70 and a half, if it's not in the IRA, must start coming out of TSP, minimum required distribution.
One thing I learned last week at the excellent presentation on that, by default, TSP sends it to you.
Yes.
Which was a big relief.
Yes.
So if you forget.
By default, they will start sending it to you at 7.5. But here's my thing. When you retire, can you just get a little bit of the money and have a little fun with it? You worked, you worked, you earned. Can't you just get a little bit of it? So that's TSP. TSP is the second best customer service government agency that I've been in contact with. Who's the first? Who?
Help.
HRSC. It's your options for TSP. Okay. Now, the early withdrawal penalty does not apply if you're age 55, which we already went over the ages of eligibility, so everybody should be age 55 or older, or if they're law enforcement, the law enforcement may not meet theirs, but they have to be 50 or the year that they reach 50 or older to avoid the penalty. Now, that's the penalty. Now, if their money in the tradition, will it be taxed when they take it out? Yes. If the money is traditional, it will be taxed when you take it out, just not subject to the penalty. You can avoid the penalty by having a life annuity, a life expectancy tables, or transfer the balance to an IRA. Our software will do a TSP annuity calculator. We're really not sure if it's kind of close or not, but TSP has an excellent calculator out there that you can play around with, do annuity, monthly payments, and all of that good information. You're on. You want to do a 5-minute break?
Yeah.
Let's do a 10-minute break.
I'll use this thing. Okay, I see it.
Man, I don't know if I can listen to it for you.
To get started so we can wind up here. Everybody could have a seat. I know.
I'm ready. I'm not doing it. You gonna do it? No. I wanna do it. I don't know it. I don't know it. I don't know it. That's your answer. Okay, let's get started. The designation of beneficiary forms. Okay, you can name anyone as your beneficiary, including a trust. You can change your beneficiary forms at any time. And actually a broadcast that came out about maybe 2 weeks ago letting you know to update your beneficiary forms. You want to update your beneficiary forms when there are changes. Change your address, or if you just change your beneficiary form to someone else. You will always want to make changes to your designation of beneficiary forms. And you can do that at any time. And the forms that you should fill out, the first one for the life insurance is the Standard Form 2823. The Thrift Savings Form, TSP3. And this form, you must fax or mail directly to TSP. We do not get that form at all. So the 2823, that form will come directly to me. If you're civil service, then you'll fill out the Standard Form 2809. That form will go directly to OPM. It does not come to our office. The Standard Form 3102, which is for your retirement, that form will come directly to me, and also the 1152, which is the unpaid compensation. Is there any questions so far?
Remind us what your name is.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Teresa Morris, and I'm one of the employee benefits specialists. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. Thank you.
That's okay. So if you do not complete a form of the ones I just named, we will use what is called the Order of Precedence. The Order of Precedence is first your beneficiary form, if you have one on file, and if you don't, then it will go to your spouse. It will go to your children in equal shares, and then next it will go to your parents. If you have both parents, it will go to your mother and your father in equal shares. And if you don't have any listed above, it will go to your estate, and then it will go to the next of kin, which can be your aunt, or uncle, cousin, whomever. You want to keep your beneficiary forms up to date at all times, because we never know when something's going to happen to us. So you want to make sure that the person that you really want to have your money is listed as your beneficiary. That's very important. You can make changes to your beneficiary anytime. So anytime you need to make that change, you just do it, and you bring the forms directly to me, Teresa Morris, and I'm located at West 10212. So you can drop that form off directly to me. You can hand it to me. And the most important thing, you have to have 2 witnesses. So once you sign it, you have to have 2 witnesses on that form. And then I will certify it, and I would scan it into your EOPF. So if you ever need a copy of your beneficiary forms, you must go into your EOPF and you can get a copy. Now, if you're not sure who you named as your beneficiary, don't hesitate to do new forms. So always do new forms if you're not sure. So if you ever get married or divorced or adoption or death of a family member, you want to update your FEG lease form. And I'm going to go over the retirement application process. 5+ years prior to your retirement, you must pay your military deposit before you plan to retire. Have you carefully considered your health insurance and your life insurance 5 years criteria? Have you started to save for your retirement? And some people do and some people don't. So within 5 years, you want to start planning for your retirement. So it's good to make sure everything is in order, that you paid your military deposit, that everything is creditable, that you're supposed to receive credit for. So if you're not sure, you will call one of the benefit specialists, and you want to make sure that you received your credit for your military deposit before you retire, because once you retire, you cannot pay your military deposit. So you want to make sure that's in order. And your Leo service, you want to make sure that that's certified and everything is in order. And you want to make sure that you did have your health insurance and your life insurance for the 5 years in order to take it with you into your retirement. 1 year prior, go ahead. Military deposits. Any military deposits that you have, you want to make sure that it's paid in full. Yeah.
No. We just wanted to know what the deposits were, like civilian or military. What do you mean when you speak of deposits?
Military deposits, and then the civilian deposits, if you owe any deposits, as they were speaking about earlier, for FICA time, temporary time, or anything like that. You want to make sure that you pay it. Okay? So 1 year prior to your retirement, you want to make sure you select the retirement date. You want to review your beneficiary forms. You want to make sure everything is correct. You can request a retirement annuity, annuity estimate. We do that all the time. So if you contact one of us, we will send you a annuity estimate questionnaire form. You fill out that form, and we will work up a retirement estimate for you to show you how much you would get if you retire on a certain date. Okay? Question?
We have a question. Just one moment, ma'am.
How certain do I have to be of a date to start this process?
How certain?
Like October 1st or June 1st?
Well, Valerie went over the dates earlier. You can choose whatever date you want.
To start this process.
Oh, to start the process. You want to do it within 60 days before your retirement date.
So if I'm a year out, can I start this just for planning purposes, but not commit to anything?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the retirement estimate is not your official document. It's just giving you an estimate of how much you would receive. if you retire on a certain date. Okay, any other question? Okay. So you want to make sure you contact your retirement specialist. And we do handle certain divisions. I do handle operational support. So if you are in the building and you're under operation or operational, that is my division. And I do handle more. So 6 months prior to your retirement, military retirement employees, you must consider waiving your military retired pay and write to the Military Finance Center. And by doing that, you're going to get your military earnings.
And I just want to say something here. Teresa indicated that she's your retirement specialist, but any of these specialists in there can actually help you. If you're not within their division, you can just call any of the specialists. Any one of them is well qualified.
Amen.
Why would someone want to waive their military retired pay?
Your military retired pay, if you waive it, then you can buy back your military time. So you have to waive your military retired pay in order to buy back your military time.
And it's normally like if someone retired from the military at a low rank and now they're going to retire from the civilian side as a higher rank, but they want to do the math before they jump into anything. I think Phyllis talked about that earlier, but they can. So, yes.
And normally if you grade 14 and 15, and again, as Val said, the lower ranking military member, you may want to consider it. Just, again, do that math. Sometimes we can do the math, do that comparison, and show you what would happen if you were to waive that military retirement. And when you're waiving that military retirement, if you have a disability, a VA portion of that rating, that portion is not included. So you will not be waiving that.
We have a question in the back.
So if you say you're retired military and you are getting a retirement check from the military already, would you have to pay that back or repay that? Are you saying retired military, do you have to pay back the retired? No, what I mean is I was just talking to someone a little earlier. They were retired military, but they're getting a retirement check every month in addition to working here.
It's only for future. They are waiving the future payments. They don't have to pay anything back from the back pay that they received.
Oh, okay.
So it's effective from your retirement.
It's effective from your date of retirement. Okay, we're going to take this off.
I'll mess her up. Sorry. I'm sorry. One thing that the lady back here made me think of that can really matter, and that is if you did some service way back when, that you think maybe you could back your service computation date back. That can be important. For example, when I was a young kid, I worked in a military exchange, and my question always was, can I get credit for that? And the answer, of course, is no, because I was funded, but if I could get credit for that, I really wanted it, because I want to push out my service computation back even further. But I did get credit for when I worked on Capitol Hill. So sometimes it's very important, as you're suggesting, Teresa, to sit down and say, what does HR say is my service computation date, and what do I think it is?
Right.
So.
Credit for that.
Yes, things like that that are very important, as you're suggesting. But I did have a real question for Teresa. In retirement, I'm going to assume that the beneficiary forms, if they change, are going to go directly to TSP or OPM, blah, 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 and the other agencies. Yes.
Yeah, the TSP3.
So you're going to deal with not Teresa anymore. You're going to deal with TSP or OPM to change retirement beneficiary forms.
Yeah, when you retire.
Sorry to mess her up.
The mail.
Yeah, see people out there, they can mail the beneficiary forms into you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot we're live streaming. So for the people that's on the live streaming, you will send the beneficiary forms directly to me. So whenever you complete them, just make sure you mail them to me. They do have to be the original, and I can't stress that enough. We cannot accept a copy. We must have originals of these forms, of all the beneficiary forms. So, and the next, you want to clear up any financial debt that you owe to the agency. So any debt that you owe, you want to make sure you clear that up also before you leave. You want to review your leave balance for accuracy. You want to make sure that you have the correct annual leave and the correct sick leave. 3 months prior to your retirement, notify your supervisor, inform your timekeeper, pay your government debts, review leave for accuracy, that's a repeat. Then you submit your retirement application to HRSE and to whomever your benefit specialist is. You want to make it to their attention. And these are the forms that you must submit. For CSRS, it's the 2801. For FERS, it's the 3107 immediately application for retirement. You do have to have a copy of your merit certificate. It is mandatory that you submit a copy of your merit certificate along with your retirement application. Has to be certified. We can just take a copy. We don't need the original, just a copy. Say that again, I didn't hear you. Well, usually the divorce decree usually goes to OPM after your divorce, but a lot of times I would tell my people to submit a copy anyhow with the retirement package. It will kind of speed up the process. So if you want to, you can. You can submit a copy of your divorce decree. Okay?
I mean, will that affect your check if you know, if you're divorced and you send it in, will they hold it to?
Well, if your spouse is due,
do what? Yeah. He ain't due.
It depends on the divorce decree. What's written in the divorce decree. If your husband is due a part of your retirement money, then yeah, they will hold it up for
But
that.
if that was in the decree of not him getting it. Now, I know you said in Social Security, it's a different thing.
Right, that's
But
totally
for the
different.
federal government, if I stayed in there, he don't get anything.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna make sure that.
Yeah. It depends on what is written in your divorce decree. So that's between you and the judge and your spouse. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to the standard form 3107. If you have military time, you must fill out, it's a schedule A, B, and C. There's a form in there, that part that you have to fill out for your military. The 3107-2, the spouse consent. If you're leaving your spouse a survivor benefit, then if you're doing less than 50%, then you must fill out the 3107-2. And your spouse has to sign it, and it must be notarized. Also, you have to complete the standard form 2818, continuation of your life insurance. So you're going to tell us here what you want to keep, such as your life insurance. If you just want the basic, then you'll fill out that part of just the basic, and then you will say if you want to keep your options. If you don't want to keep the options, then you would just simply say no. That just means you don't want any of the options. If you don't have any of the options, you will just say, I don't have. And then you'll sign and date that form. The W-4P, that's for your federal taxes, for your annuity. The state tax form, you have to do once you get your username and password from OPM. And then you will go on to that website and you will sign up for your state taxes.
your health insurance and your life insurance, your health insurance, as long as you had it for 5 consecutive years, it would just roll over into your retirement. You do not have to fill out any forms for that. If you want to cancel or suspend your health insurance, you'll fill out the RI 79-9. And it's always best just to suspend, never cancel. You also will need a copy of your DD-214, and also proof that you bought back your military time if you had military time. Completing the application form provided to, well, you'll just mail it to us. I'm sorry. You want to make sure that you put the current address on there and phone number so OPM can contact you. They will send you documents in the mail, so you have to have your current address of where you're going to be located. So if you live here now and you move to South Carolina or wherever you move, you want to make sure that you put your current address and your current phone number, because that's where they're going to be sending you documents. You want to make sure you sign and date your application. We can't accept any unsigned applications. We will void it out, and we will email you or we will call you and let you know that you forgot to sign your application, and you must, we must have original signatures only. When the retirement package reach our office, you will receive acknowledgement email from Ms. Laverne Woodford. She will let you know that we received your retirement package on a certain date, and that your retirement specialist is such and such. It could be me, it could be Val, Phyllis, or Katrisa Lewis. So either one of us. We will send you another email confirming your eligibility to retire and notify you of any missing or any incomplete documentation. We will let you know. And after we receive your application, we will forward it to the National Finance Center. The NFC is where you get your paycheck from. It will go there, and then what they're going to do, they're going to attach all of your pay history to that retirement package. And they do have 30 days to do their part. So you have to allow them 30 days. And then the NFC, they will do their part, and then they will forward your package to OPM within the 30 days of your retirement date. Mm-hmm.
I remember that OPM had a terrible backlog.
Yeah.
What is the situation today?
It's still a backlog, but I don't think it's, yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
You got a couple more slides.
It's still a backlog, and that's pretty much all I can say, because I'm not quite sure how far the backlog is.
But in terms of months, not in terms of applications.
It's still 46 months. It can still take up to 46 months. Yeah, it depends on. 46 months for them to complete the full process of it. Yeah, yeah. No, because you're going to be placed in interim pay. So interim pay, once OPM receives it, you're placed in interim pay. So that can take about maybe 60 days, 60 to 90 days. Right. Right, and then you're placed in it, yeah. And then after that, it can take 4 to 6 months for them to complete the full process of it.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
3 months.
60 to 90 days.
Yeah, 60 to 90 days, Okay. No, you're going to get partial. Mm-hmm. Yeah, partial. I'm not sure, but we can go on. So the This is the process. It comes to the agency, which is us, and then it will go to the National Finance Center. From the National Finance Center, it will go to OPM. Okay.
Okay, winding down here. Your lump sum annual leave payment is calculated. It includes your unused annual leave, restored leave, and compensatory time off. Now, if you're retiring the end of this year and you're due restored leave due to furlough, well, you should have received an email that your leave was restored, and then you have 2 years from that date to use that restored leave. But if you're retiring, you're going to get paid for that leave. Okay. If you have any questions, pay and compensation. If you haven't received your restored leave yet, contact pay and compensation. The payments are equal to your hourly rate multiplied by your unused. If you're 1811, it's based capped at your salary. It's reduced for federal, state, and Medicare. FERS and offset is reduced by Social Security, and then also it includes for my law enforcement. It includes your availability pay. It is what's not included in your lump sum annual leave is your hazardous duty, environmental, Sunday premiums, retention allowance, and if you become a reemployed annuitant, if you're going to retire from DEA on a Friday or whatever, and then you are going to start with another federal agency, you are a reemployed annuitant. You want to notify your your retirement specialist that you are going to be a reemployed annuitant, so we can let the processing unit know not to issue your lump sum annual leave check. If your lump sum annual leave check is paid out, you will have to pay that money back because you are a reemployed annuitant, and that annual leave would just transfer over to your new agency. Also, your final pay, once you receive your final pay, then the next pay will be your lump sum annual leave check, and your lump sum annual leave check is normally paid out 2 to 3 pay periods after your DEA check. So you want to make sure that as far as your lump sum annual leave, if there is an error with your sick or your annual leave, that can significantly delay the processing of your lump sum annual leave check. So you can have your TNA person do a leave audit. We do not need the copy of it. That's just for your records. So you want to make sure that there's no errors with your sick or annual leave. Once you receive your final pay and OPM receives your package, they're going to send you an acknowledgement letter that they've got your package, assigning you a CSA number. You want to guard that CSA number like you do your Social Security number. And once you're put into interim pay, your interim pay can be anywhere from 40 to 80%. OPM sets that percentage rate. DEA has nothing to do with that. It is based on your salary and your I think length of service at the time, but your lump sum, your interim pay, once you're in interim pay, the only thing that's being deducted from interim pay are partial federal taxes. You do not pay your health insurance premiums, life insurance premiums if you have it. They will not lapse. That's just standard operating procedure. So just partial federal taxes. State taxes are not withheld. Your first supplement is not included in your interim pay, just your basic pay. My law enforcement officers, it's just your basic pay. It does not include your premium pay or your AUO. The first supplement, like I said, is not included. So once OPM receives your package, again, they'll send you that acknowledgement, put you into interim pay. Now, you could be in interim pay for however long it takes OPM to adjudicate your case. That could be 3 months is a normal processing time, but the worst case scenario right now could be 6 months. It depends on the backlog at OPM. There is a backlog, so how long it will take to process. Did you have a Oh, okay. So you can, so it depends on the backlog at OPM. But you're going to be an interim pay, again, for however long it takes OPM to adjudicate your case. Once your case has been completed, then you're going to receive a lump sum payment for that percentage that was withheld. Out of that lump sum payment, they're going to take your health insurance premiums, life insurance premiums, and any remaining federal taxes. What will be included in that payment is your first supplement, premium pay from our law enforcement officers, and the first supplement. So once you are in you're drawing your full annuity, state taxes are not automatically withheld. So if you want state, even when you're drawing in full annuity, so if you want state taxes withheld, you must go to the OPM website, and that CSA number, you can create your own little personal page, create your personal page, and the first item on the drop-down list is federal and state income tax. You have to list a monetary amount for the state income tax, not an exemption amount. If you want to know how much money you need to be withheld, go to your state tax calculator, put in your monthly annuity before any deductions, and then hit calculate, and that will let you know how much your annuity should be reduced for state taxes. You enter that amount into the system, click on the state, and then hit submit. That is the only way state taxes are going to be withheld from your monthly annuity. Okay. Health insurance, again, I talked about that. Let's see. Are there any questions? Okay. Yes.
That state tax calculator, is that on our website?
No, just go to the internet site, and I live in Virginia. I would just type in Commonwealth of Virginia state tax calculator, and then that brings that calculator up, and then put in, like I said, your annuity before any deductions, and then that will let you know how much state tax you have to pay, and then plug that number into the calculator and hit submit. Okay.
Are you on the OPM website?
You can, yeah, you have to be on the OPM website to enter the state tax information, but as far as figuring out what amount to pay, just Google and then state tax calculator and then bring it up. Okay. All right. So that's all that I have. Laverne, you want me to do this? Okay, so there's a recognition program, retirement program, and so you have an opportunity to, you have a choice of a plaque or a shadow box. Now, you would automatically get a plaque unless you request a shadow box. In order to receive a shadow box, you have to, your supervisor has to submit a memo that you're retiring in good standings, submit your credentials, and that has to be 30 days prior to retirement. 30 days prior to retirement if you want to receive a shadow box. If you want it presented, if your unit wanted to present this to you at your retirement party, then you have to give them time for us to send it out and have it made. Now, the credentials, law enforcement officers can carry their credentials. They have to be stamped retired. I think that's the retirement. These are some retirement planning links. If you wanted to, you go to my annuity and my benefits, the calculator. There's worksheets. You can go into the navigator if you want to plug the numbers in and play around, and you can see how much your monthly annuity would be. But if you want to have an estimate done for you, send an email to your retirement specialist. Let us do an estimate for you, because that estimate, it breaks down your monthly deductions, and it gives you an idea of what your monthly annuity would be like. But remember, this is for planning. That estimate is for planning purposes only. So you want but it's a good tool to use, and that's a good counseling tool for us, because once you see that information in front of you, then it's much easier for us to counsel with you, and easier to explain that the sick leave, okay, and then talks about, you know, your health insurance and all that. So let us do an estimate for you, and it gives us an opportunity to audit your personnel folder, make sure everything's in order, make sure your military deposit's paid. If you have deposit service that you were not aware of, then this is when we find out, you know, that you owe a small deposit. So that's the best place to start this whole process, is to have an estimate done for you. And then we can email the any paperwork, retirement paperwork, to you. You have a question back there?
Yes. If you were not if you weren't able to receive your shadow box or the plaque prior to retirement, are you still eligible to receive it post-retirement? So what would you do? Oh, it's mailed to you? Okay.
I'll let John answer that.
Yeah. The information that you put on the 3107, which is your retirement application, we will mail it to that address. Yeah. And the thing that with that, and I guess there was just some recent change with the postal service, you must now be at home to receive it. If you're not, they will return it back to us.
Okay. Okay. These are some OPM
I'm sorry,
online.
we still have a question.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Do you have to put in a request to receive it?
When you will receive your retirement application, what would happen to Ms. Laverne? Woodford would send you an email stating that you are eligible to apply for either the plaque or the shadow box. You will make a selection there. And if you have a presentation date, we ask that you provide us with that presentation date so that we can make sure you get it in time. No, you're going to request it before you retire. Yeah. Yeah, there's an email that's going to ask you your preference. Now, if it's not for a presentation, we will mail it to your mailing address. Now, if you should change your mind, I guess this is where you're going. If you should change your mind after you retire, we have worked with individuals. We will go back in our records just to ensure that we did not give you one or the other and mail it to you.
These are some of the online services from OPM, and you can see the very top item is state and federal income tax withholding. If your mailing address is going to change after you retire, you want to go into your EPP and change your address. It's quicker that way. Or we can do a 349A form, but the processing unit prefers that you change your address through EPP before you retire. Now, if you're going to, your address changes after you retire, then you can do a change of address. But you can see what your options are as far as online services. Okay, you want to contact Social Security. You need to contact them. Okay, and that's all that we have. You have a handout for your EPP, and so that just gives you an idea of what you can do through your employee personal page. If you're going to change your health insurance during an open season, you must do that through your EPP account. If you want to change your TSP, you can do that also through your EPP account. That is all that I have. I would like to thank my colleagues Teresa and Val and Laverne and John for all their support through this whole April financial literacy. And if you have, the one thing I want to leave with you, and also out in the field, if you have any questions on any of your entitlements, please contact your benefit specialist, because we want to make sure that you're getting the correct information, because what may apply to the person sitting next to you may not apply to you. So we want to make sure that you're getting the right information. And we hope that these seminars have helped you to make a sound decision. And if you have any questions, just feel free to contact our office.
And before you all leave, I do want to say this. I work the furlough, and I always tell the employees, save up your annual leave, your lump sum annual leave. That's going to help cushion you. Now, we really need to have 3 to 6 months to save so we can have money in hand in case something happens. So if you plan on retiring, you just want to have something in that saving so you can have that money readily, because the people that were affected by the furlough that retired, they did not receive their lump sum annual leave in a timely manner. So just want to impress that upon you.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm John Christian. I'm the chief of the compensation and leave management and the retirement section. I want to thank you all for joining us. When you leave, I ask that you fill out the survey and put it in the box in the table back there. I know we gave you a lot of information this afternoon and today, but if you remember anything from this presentation, I refer you back to slide number 2. And slide number 2 has the reference of your POCs, and most importantly, it has my information on there as well. We do answer the emails, and we do answer the phone calls. So again, if you got nothing from this presentation, go back to slide number 2 and give us a call at any time.